Guess who's back? Back again. Oh, Shady's back. Oh, okay. I actually don't even know what the song says. Welcome.
Guess who's back again.
Yeah, you see, I was right. Welcome back to our channel, guys. My person is back after a week of disappearing, you know.
I was frontlining, babe. I didn't disappear.
He was saving lives, guys. He was saving a whole saver of lives. Woo, guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you guys for tuning back in.
Thank you.
You know, those people that are still liking us. You know, guys, it's so funny. You know, I'm still receiving messages. People are like, Hantu, when is the next video coming? I'm like, it's coming. It's coming. Yes, I do get that. I do. Okay, not a lot, but like,
thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing your comments.
Yes, guys, thank you.
Amazing.
It really is. Yeah. But you know, today's topic is a very serious topic. Actually, it is a serious topic.
Yeah.
But we are going to not make it not serious, but we're going to talk about it, I think, on in a different way. But we're going to talk about our experiences of it. Not that we've experienced it or not.
Yeah.
Today's topic is going to be about COVID-19. And in particular, it's going to be about living with a doctor, you know, a frontline worker during a pandemic like this one. We've never lived through a pandemic. Well, I've never lived through a pandemic.
I don't think anyone is, in the last 100 years.
Yeah, you know, okay, but yeah, so for us anyway, we've never lived through a pandemic or anything remotely similar. I mean, we've had pandemics, you know, maybe like swine flu, but it wasn't like as bad as COVID is.
I mean, we've had similar outbreaks.
Exactly, but not like
affecting the whole globe.
Yes, and not lockdown like we've been in lockdown for the past 5 months, you know. It's been really crazy, but you know, we're still out here. God has just been faithful to us. We are COVID. We've never had COVID, thank God. We've never had.
Thanks to my amazing protection and my amazing practice of protective COVID-19 practices.
What are those practices, baby? I don't even know,
guys. We'll discuss some of the things that I put, like some of the precautions I basically take on a daily basis to ensure.
Precautions, yes, but you know what? You can take all the precautions in the world, but nothing will. It's still by God's grace. Not for now that we haven't, you know, had symptoms, haven't had anything, you know, to scare us when my person goes to work every single day and faces this disease, you know. So today's topic is literally about how we've only been staying together for what, Nana? For 5 months? Ne?
Almost.
5 months.
Time flies,
yeah, I know, guys. It's been so nice. It's a nice thing with your person. Who guys? But anyway, we've been staying together for 5 months. We've never stayed together before. So I mean, obviously, and now imagine you're staying together and you're staying together for the first time in a pandemic. You know what I mean? So it's been crazy, and so that's today will be about that. Will be about going through my person's just daily life of facing this monster of a disease, and then my own situations or dealings with how do you live with somebody that is facing a disease like the one we are facing currently, you know? What's funny?
What challenges she's facing?
I'm facing a lot of challenges. Yeah. Trust me, my friends know. I'm facing challenges, Nana. Imagine your person having to go out every day, soldier every day, you know? Today, COVID doesn't come back with, you don't know, you know? You don't know. But anyway, you know, we just want to go through that. So baby, before we even get into anything, you know, the first thing I want to know, when you are ready in the morning, your scrubs are on, you're going to fight the pandemic, what goes through your head? Like when you leave home, what goes through your head? What are you anticipating to face? And is there anything that you are expecting to face every day when you get to work?
Hi. You know, I feel like it's been such a long time since I've been on the channel.
I
introduce myself onto the channel. But anyway, you know, I'm silly. Well, basically, it's a very broad question. I've actually never thought about it, you know. But I'm just gonna try and just think about today.
Like sum it up, Nana. Yeah, exactly.
You know.
What did you do this morning when you left home?
Well, okay, so I mean, we all know about the pandemic. I mean, it's even more challenging for us. We have to actually deal with patients who are suffering and struggling from this pandemic. I mean, it's really not a joke. It's really very serious. Yeah, but like, I mean, on a regular basis, it will be getting ready, making sure that I always try my best to obviously be in my scrubs, be in something that I can easily remove, especially after work. And then when I get to work on a daily basis, I mean, I have patients waiting for me most of the time.
But then when you have paid, like, let's say now I'm suspecting, Guti, I've got COVID. That person, how do you deal with that person that is a suspected case?
Yeah. So now it depends. It depends, obviously. So you'll find patients that are coming with different presentations. So you'll have someone who is exposed without symptoms. You'll have someone who's a close contact, so who's been around someone who's infected. Maybe they both weren't wearing masks, like for example, the both of us. I mean, you someone under investigation all the time because you stay with someone who potentially could be infected because they're exposed to so much of it. And yeah, so you'll come across people who are close contacts. You'll also come across what we're seeing more commonly, obviously now, is symptomatic people. So people who are either coughing, they are feverish, they are complaining of some kind of sore throat, they've lost their taste and smell. And yeah, so basically those are the kind of cases you'll deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I'm based at Shadow Clinic at the moment. So I mean, as you enter the clinic, there's some kind of triaging that happens in the clinic. So they do try and sort of filter out the symptomatic people from the non-symptomatic people, so that people who are coming for regular clinic services like family planning, and, just chronic people to collect their medication, sort of don't get infected. So I'm part of the people that basically see the symptomatic patients, and yeah.
How come you're part of the people? Why can't you be part of family planning, Nana? You must be taking care of people with diabetes. No.
No, you need the doctors to be facing the disease. I mean, you can't have unskilled people treating.
And then when you are, I remember, like there was a time. Remember that picture that you showed me, Nana, where you were testing people for the first time. Yo guys, when you sent me that picture, I actually never told. I cried. I was like, my person is facing COVID. When you're facing a patient that says, I was part of a group of people, and this person told me yesterday that they got tested positive, and I think I have it because I have symptoms. What do you do? Obviously, you test them, but like, how do you protect yourself from not getting it as a doctor?
So I mean, obviously, we undergo training for all these things. So obviously, how you see it from TV and how I see it or how I think about it is completely different. Because I've been trained to know what kind of things to implement. I know the kind of protective equipment I need to do, the social distancing, the distancing I need to maintain in patients. Making sure that symptomatic patients have masks on, which is a big thing to do. And basically screening. Most of these people need screening. You need to screen people.
Meaning what? What is screening?
So screening means it's like a sieve, basically, right? So when you screen a patient, firstly, there's different levels of screening when you get to a facility. Right? So there's a screen to see, do you have symptoms or not? Right? And then let's say yes, you have symptoms. Then when you have symptoms, we still need to screen. Do you have because don't forget, there's also other illnesses that can give you a fever, a cough, a sore throat and stuff like that. So we also need to screen you further to determine, is this a common cold? Is this most likely a pneumonia? Is this TB? Is this, what could this be? I mean, obviously you still want to test for COVID, even if you think, here I'm 100% sure it's TB. I mean, it's HIV positive patient, they're losing weight and all these, classical symptoms we see in TB. But yeah, so there's a further screening where we ask you specific questions about COVID-19. And then we take it from there. I mean, I guess the rationale behind that is that, I mean, we don't have an infinite number of tests. Especially in the public system.
So you can't test everyone.
You can't test, even if you wanted to, we can't.
You can't test everyone.
So we need to sort of see the high risk patients or the high risk people.
Okay.
So imagine it's literally on a day-to-day basis determining, really, literally making judgments on people's lives.
But you know what I don't understand, guys. Let me tell you something. I get asked a lot, Kuti. People like asking me, especially like on calls at work. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with your person always being on the front line? How do you handle the anxiety? But it's funny because I'm the most anxious person between the two of us. I don't understand, how are you so calm when you are faced with a monster every day? Like he'll be like, nah, it's fine, we're gonna get it. I'm just like, I don't want to get it. Minus, plus, even if everybody gets it, I don't want COVID. I'm fine. Like, miss me, guys. How do you deal with not being anxious all the time? And it's weird because I feel like all the doctors are like that. They're like, it's fine.
No, I think the thing is, this thing is here. There's nothing I can do about it. You can't stop it. It's here. It's amongst us. Literally, you are exposed one way or another at any time. Especially with the new research that's coming out. We're continuously learning, and new things are coming out. And you're just realizing that it's just a matter of time till
No, Father God forbid.
We're not saying, the reason why we haven't been symptomatic, the reason why we're still so healthy is because obviously we're taking the necessary precautions to stay safe. But like I say, when I say to her, it's gonna happen.
It will not happen. It will never. I refuse.
We're still going to take all the necessary measures to ensure that we're fine. I'm not going to go out there without a mask and face people. But it's really a really difficult time, especially for her who has a healthcare worker right next to her.
Guys, my person has faced a lot of, I won't say pandemics, because it's not a pandemic, but Lana, you've had a lot of, guys, I don't know if it's, and I don't want to say like dating someone in the health system is hard, but it's not as easy as you would think, like when you're like, get your doctor, right? Guys, there's so much that we've had to go through, in this relationship because of his work. Nana, I remember the time, I don't know, guys, Nana, I don't even know how many needle pricks this guy has had from people. No, Nana, it's not. Like, wasn't it like 15? Okay, no, I'm lying. I think you've had 2 needle pricks, ne?
I'm sure it's less than 5.
No, it's like 2 or 3. 2 or 3 in the past.
It's not a lot, but it's
no, guys, it's not.
I remember at varsity I had.
At varsity?
I think at varsity I had. And then in my internship I had.
Yes, and also in ComServe.
In ComServe, yeah.
So he's had 3 needle pricks, guys. Yeah. When your person goes through a needle prick,
What is a needle prick, Nana? What do you understand by needle prick?
What I understand about needle prick, Nick, let me tell you. Hey, now we're diverting, but I just need to talk about this needle prick situation to show you it's tough dating one of these people. It's tough. A needle prick is like, King, Nana, Nana, you're the doctor, you must explain.
No, I want to see what you understand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like when, in the past, how it happened, when you like drawing blood from somebody that was, at the time you didn't know the person was HIV positive, obviously, but like drawing blood from someone.
Sometimes you don't know.
Oh, sometimes you know. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Actually, most of them was the one.
Really?
Yeah.
So drawing blood from someone that's HIV positive, and then somehow pricking yourself wherever on your body, right? And then having to go through taking, what are they called, Nana? Those
but you know.
I know it's
like
ARVs,
ARVs. It's called post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP. Okay.
First exposure prophylaxis. Yeah. And then he takes those things for 3 months. For 3 months. No, 1 month. 1 month. Sorry, for 1 month. And then after he takes them, he has to go test, guys. You. Hey, look. The heart, that time, the first time it happened, I almost had a heart attack myself. But anyway, so the point what I'm trying to make with that thing is that it's tough. Like, people think, now I think people realize, especially now during a pandemic, it's not easy dating somebody that is on the front line. It's hard because it's like you're waiting for the time bomb to happen to say, ish, my throat is sore, or I have a headache, or whatever, and you're like, yo, COVID, COVID is here in my house. But you know, it's very hard, especially for like just anxiety. You know, it's like you always feel like, and obviously you love your person, you don't want them to even, and not, if it was up to me, my person would have taken leave until the end of the year. But it's job, guys.
It's impossible.
You know, it's a job. But it's hard for people that and I mean, for people that are in relationships with doctors, you can attest to that. Okay, when every day when he goes out, and I remember it was the hardest in the beginning. In the beginning, it was every day when he went out, I would pray and I remember my friend used to say, yeah, remember the day when I posted that picture where you were wearing that protective stuff, where you were looking like a Nazi, you were going to fight a war. I sent my friend, one of my friends, the picture, and Bali was like, listen, friend, you must pray every day when he goes out. And I've been doing that since, because guys, it's been tough. Like, it's been really, really tough. Because, as I'm saying, it's like a ticking time bomb. Because, you know, he gets it, I get it, you know. And with this virus, you just never know. It's not even it's killing old people only. No, it's everybody now, you know. The other day, someone from work, the guy was what? I think he was 31. He passed away from COVID, guys. Like something, like a 31-year-old. Then you're thinking, you're 28. You can be healthy, but you don't know how that thing is going to, when it enters your body, how you're going to react to it.
Especially when you have underlying conditions, you know. You see, a lot of us have a lot of these underlying. Like, we always just think, no, it's the elderly and, you know, the diabetics. Some people are asthmatic. I mean, asthma is a chronic inflammatory condition of the lungs. You can get to severe symptoms of Covid-19, you know. So young people are also at high risk of
it's everybody
dying,
everybody, you know what I mean. So guys, but anyway, that's I suppose it's our reality, and we just hope that you know, we just want it to end as soon as possible. But all we can ever do is just try to protect ourselves as much as possible, and ensure that we're safe, you know.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. But you know, another whole staying at home thing now. I'm just like, I'm staying at home for the person to come back to me. So even if I stay at home 24/7, he is going out every day. So I don't see the point.
That's the sad truth. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, you can be doing so much, and I know she does a lot. Like,
guys, I wash
her best.
I wash my groceries when I come back from groceries, guys.
You wash my clothes when I come back.
Exactly.
It's just some of the challenges, and you really can't do. We signed up for this.
Yeah.
And someone has to do it.
Someone has to do it. Someone has to be the hero. You're the hero, baby.
I'm excited about this time. You know, I'm excited to be in the front line.
What did you
like
just
I
say?
said, like with the same principles. I mean, someone has to do it. Someone has to save people's
lives. But you don't have to be excited about it. It's fine. You can just be okay with it.
No, I think if I'm okay with it, I'll be anxious. I'll be depressed.
Yeah. You're excited to save lives.
So I'm excited to be there. I'm excited to save lives. I'm excited to, you know, just to be the difference.
I'm dating. No, guys. I almost said I'm dating the difference. I am married to the difference.
This one is still dating. She's playing games. Eh? I should go get my man.
No, you're not getting your man. You're not getting your man. Hey. What was quite interesting for me was, remember, Nana, when you would go on your calls, on your weekly calls, right? He would literally tell me, like, he's seen like 1 patient, 2 patients. Like, he would have the most quiet calls, and mostly what I think it would be.
This was level 5.
This is level 5, like the beginning of lockdown, like when the alcohol ban first started. You know, the calls were very quiet, and then immediately after, I think the same weekend when the ban was lifted, guys. The difference.
Yeah, like, I mean, a lot of us have made the association between alcohol and the crazy trauma cases that we see. But I think COVID really, really like showed us the power of alcohol, and how a ban literally reduced 80% of the patients we normally see on a call.
But I mean, now I don't know if okay, I suppose the reason for the ban was so that healthcare workers can focus on the issue at hand. I get.
No, I think initially it was just about, let's because the thing is with alcohol, people gather, people have fun. And it's difficult to also share and educate people if they're drunk. So initially, I don't think it was primarily targeted at decreasing trauma cases per se. Like that's why they banned alcohol. I think they just basically said lockdown, stop everything. Because we don't need people coming together, we need the social distance, we need to educate the public. Yeah. But then once it actually started, that's when we noted. We started seeing more medical problem, more medical cases.
Not gunshot wounds and stab wounds
and car accidents and with car accidents it's actually not even that bad. I mean, just trauma of people drinking in one place and hitting each other with bottles and stabbing each other and in gender-based violence and those kind of things, rape and stuff, that you see on a normal call when there's alcohol.
You don't see that in...
Nothing. With alcohol, zero. I mean, obviously some of the violence we still see.
Yeah.
Especially like gender-based abuse, that kind of stuff we're still seeing. But the normal trauma that fills our casualties, literally down to like 5%.
Yeah.
Some nights...
But we still want alcohol. It's fine. 5%, we still want it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And whoever is in power in the government, please, we will behave, Mr. President. No behavior, no behavior. Alcohol, I sit at home, you know. But the problem is that not everybody does that.
Exactly, which is a big problem. A lot of people don't, and it's just terrible. It's terrible. I mean, we all love our alcohol, but what it's doing to our people.
It's tough. But yes, guys, that's really, I suppose, the reality of this country. And another, the most important question that I ask my person every day, because now I want to plan my wedding. I want to get married. I don't know what, like, I was going to get married in December. Now it's not happening in December because COVID will not be over. In December. Now I was like, maybe beginning of the year. Now I'm like, This guy said to me that COVID is going to be over in 2022.
Yeah. Not over. I said, chances of a vaccine being rolled out in the whole of South Africa. Could potentially be around that time. I mean, it's just.
But will it ever end? Like, will we ever live in a time where after COVID?
I don't think so. I think COVID is with us. It's like basically saying, will we ever live in a time where there's no flu? Common cold. There won't be. I think
this is not a great way to end this video.
What's going to happen eventually is that, I mean, we've found vaccines. They're going to be rolled out with time. There's going to be treatment for COVID-19, and it will come to an end. Eventually.
It will come to an end in the sense that we will leave.
There'll be a solution, because the big thing now is that there's actually no solution. I mean, the only thing we can do now is sort of, I mean, we can only treat really severe cases. And I mean, there's only 2 drugs that have been studied, and the level of the quality of evidence on them is very low. Understandably, I mean, it's something that's been discovered recently, so it takes years to sort of get quite good quality studies on anything. So with time we'll get good quality drugs to manage this condition, and hopefully we'll have a vaccine.
And hopefully some of us will get married.
And hopefully people will.
When I said married, it's like he's just like, he's happy that 2022 and then now next year we are moving. But guys, thank you so much.
You never know, maybe next year.
Maybe you never know. Maybe even tomorrow. Who knows?
No,
God will come through for us. And I believe that, guys. I really, really believe that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We just hope that more than anything, this video was informative, but also interesting. We didn't want just to give knowledge and information. I think it's important to also, when you're giving knowledge, give your experience of how you are dealing with.
People already know about COVID.
Exactly. People know. We hear it every day when you open the news channel.
Quote studies. Some people can even draw graphs of
Yes.
when you peaked.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
So we hope this video was informative. Then yes, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Please subscribe to our channel. They must subscribe, they must like,
Click on that button.
they must follow, they must do everything, guys. We will ensure that we're giving you nut content, and you know. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.